This is a special edition of DC and RC. And this is all about my man, Daniel Cormier, going into the UFC Hall of Fame.
I know you saw it, brother. I know you saw that, my brother. You saw that? You saw that shit? No, I could not believe it. Like, I'm sitting there, right? And they said, well, induct our latest member of the Hall of Fame. And I'm just kind of sitting there with Rogan. And I'm waiting to see what's going on. And then all of a sudden, I see myself. I take the headset off and I slam it. I broke the headset, dog. It's kind of expensive. So excited, man. Joe's looking around like, what just happened? Well, when he looked up and saw it, was truly, it's an honor, man. You know, man, when we're in sport, anytime you go into any Hall of Fame, it truly is, like, life-changing.
So what about, man, think about this, though, DC. You go into the Hall of Fame. Khabib Nurmagomedov goes into the Hall of Fame. You guys get to share this together. What is it going to be like for you and your brother to have that moment?
It's nuts. We're going to have all of our coaches from AKA. Think about this. To have two guys going into the Hall of Fame in 1 year, what type of coaching we had in that gym in San Jose for us to develop to that point, like to where we're both going in. And you know, Khabib and I have always had this like competition. You win a belt, I win a belt. I win 2 belts.
Right.
You go win a belt, you dominate, you stay undefeated. And he went to the Hall of Fame, and he definitely told me about it.
Right.
And I just did a thing on him downstairs saying, you know, Khabib's once in a generational talent. You don't see many of them. And he's going to Hall of Fame, and I'm not. But they didn't tell me that I was getting that today. So it's special, man. It's special for me and him to do this together, as we've done so many things together over the course of our careers.
And you know, we've been doing this for about a year now.
Yeah.
And one of the moments that, we got to share, and even though it was sad, was your mother passing this year, man. And to have something like this, happen after she passed, man, I know, you're proud of the man that she raised. You're proud of her. When thinking about her in this moment, what are those thoughts?
Oh, man. I was thinking about my parents whenever I was sitting down there, and it makes me tear up, right? Because we come from a place that you don't really have that many chances. Yeah. So many things have to go right for us, because one right turn when you should have went left, you end up in jail, or you don't end up going and doing the things you're supposed to do. So you have to have a strong set of parents to ensure that you're doing the right things and instill the right goals. Both my parents are gone today, right? My mom this year, my dad in 2019, and I'm just happy that they got to see me on this journey, because nothing is more important than making your parents proud. And on Sundays when they got to watch you play, and all the sacrifices that they made for me, I'm glad we got to share in it. And I know that they're together now, pain-free, still proud of their boy. It means the world to me.
I know it does, man. And listen, we talked a lot about when, your kids would come, to the back room or to the locker room, after a win or after a loss. And it's always great to have our children see us achieve.
Yes.
But it's different when they're old enough to understand.
Yeah.
The moment that you get to share with your wife, with your children, that you are now a UFC Hall of Famer, please tell me what that feeling is going to be like, bro.
I cannot wait. I got hundreds of text messages immediately, but I immediately saw my son, Daniel Boone. Congratulations, Dad. Yeah. And those are the ones that mean the most. Because everything we do in life, like all the travel, all the shows, all the work, it's all for them. Mm-hmm. We want to ensure that they don't have the same challenges that we might have had. And we work hard to instill that. But I cannot wait till tomorrow when I get to kiss my wife and my children, and we can really take in the fruits of what was, honestly, a family journey. Because none of us do it alone. And I've had an entire village. They say it takes a village to build a champion, and it did, man. From Bob Cook and Cassandra letting me live in their house from the day I got to Gilroy, to Dwayne Zick and my manager, Javier Mendez and Leandro Vera, Rosendo Sanchez, Rudy Cruz, Chris Camacho, my entire coaching staff. Bro, I had like the biggest coaching staff. But they were constantly put in place to ensure that I did things the right way. And obviously my nutritionist.
That's what you mean for sure.
My nutritionist, dude, they were on my ass constantly making sure I was making the weight and eligible to go and accomplish all the things that I did. I'm a lucky man, bro. Like, I look at you, I look at me. You're from Marrero.
Yep.
Like, there was a horrible song about Marrero when we were growing up.
But I actually liked it.
Yeah, of course we loved the song.
We loved the song.
But it was a horrible about the upbringing that we had.
Yeah, what it was,
And look at where we are today, bro. Like, it's crazy,
and
man.
that was going to be I guess not necessarily my last question, but the last thing I wanted to give you an opportunity to do, man. On a night where you reach the ultimate achievement, right, in combat sports, in mixed martial arts, a kid from Lafayette, Louisiana, man, what would you say to kids that look like you, come from the same place that you come from, that feel like there is no way out, there are no dreams that can be accomplished? What message would you like to send them from now Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier?
You know, that's me, right? Like in fighting, I'm a bit of an outlier, right? Because a lot of champions you see are Brazilian guys, Charles Oliveira. In football, we see like Ryan Clark. You know, you see a lot of black people playing. But in these fight sports, you didn't see it. What motivates most people is seeing someone like you accomplishing things. So for all those kids walking down Pine Street, Chester Street, Pecan Orchard, and Lafayette, where I grew up, know that I was you. I was walking those same streets, hot, dirty as can be, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But when I set myself to a goal, I learned how to chase them down and accomplish them. Look at me today. And I still try to spend time there. I try to still touch the people that I used to be, so that I can try to encourage them from close. Because guess what? It's very far, right? When people see us on TV,
you don't feel tangible.
We don't feel close, right? We feel like we're a world away from them, but we are still you. And we started where you did, and anything is possible. I'm telling you, I'm a kid from the north side of Lafayette. People run away from there in droves. I still go there because I am you, and anything is out there for you. So never give up on your dreams and never give up on your goals.
Well, this was a special edition of DC and RC right after UFC 274, which was amazing. But the biggest story for me is that my brother, Daniel Cormier, 2022 inductee into the UFC Hall of Fame. Like I said, it used to be 2-division champ Daniel Cormier. He'll now start and end every show with Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier.
Goodness.
And I'm RC.